graduated from Rowan University in the spring of 2022 with a sports communication and media degree. I got to actually call minor league baseball and G League basketball games while I was in school. And then I graduated, and as soon as I graduated, I went to NFL Films in Mount Laurel, New Jersey. And as much as I loved that experience, I miss putting on the headsets. I decided, you know what, talk is cheap. I have a laptop that's in my house, and so 21 months later, here we are, still on YouTube, calling games and building an incredible, loving community on here with the people that I call my Philly freaks with a capital P and a capital H. We go live for every single Phillies, Sixers, and Eagles game, and we do it like old school radio play-by-play style. I'm Jason Joseph, and this is Play-by-Play with JJ.
I showed a swung on barrel out to right field. Bye-bye baseball.
That baby is long gone.
Good evening and happy Mother's Day, everybody. Hopefully you're all doing well and having yourselves a very, very fantastic day. The name is Jason Joseph. This is Play-by-Play with JJ, where we go on for every Phillies, Sixers, and Eagles game. If you have not done so already, please make sure you hit the thumbs up button and hit that subscribe button as well if you do enjoy what we do on here. Again, we cover the Phillies, the Sixers, and the Eagles. And so the Phillies have been red hot. They have. The Phillies have been playing very, very good baseball and are looking to take the series against the Cleveland Guardians. Both teams 23-16. Guardians got the first laugh, and then the Phillies got the second one. And so, winner of this game tonight will take the series, and hopefully the Phillies come out there with a dub. Let me know what your final score predictions are down below. I would appreciate that very, very much. Zack Wheeler is going to be taking the mound against Luis Ortiz, and we'll get into that matchup in just a little bit. But first, let's present the starting lineups. All right, so for the Philadelphia Phillies, their starting lineup will look like this. It'll be Bryson Stott, Trey Turner, Bryce Harper, Kyle Schwarber, Nick Castellanos, Max Kepler, JT Realmuto, Alec Bohm, and Johan Rojas. So again, it's Stott, Turner, Harper, Schwarber, Castellanos, Kepler, Realmuto, Bohm, and Rojas. It is a beautiful day, 57 degrees Fahrenheit. The Guardians will have Stephen Kwan, Daniel Schneemann, Jose Ramirez, Carlos Santana, Kyle Manzardo, Bo Naylor, Gabriel Arias, Nolan Jones, and Angel Martinez. And here is Luis Ortiz, who's taken the mound for Cleveland. Both pitchers are actually number 45. I just realized that. Ortiz is number 45 and Zack Wheeler's number 45. Interesting. Ortiz is 26 years old. He's 6 feet 2 inches tall, 235 pounds as well. This is his first season with Cleveland. Pitched in 3 seasons with the Pittsburgh Pirates. And so far this year, a 2-3 record and a 1.42 whip, as well as a 5.3 ERA. 40 strikeouts in 37 1/3 of an inning as well. Last time he did pitch, he went 5 1/3, and he did surrender 5 earned runs, including a home run to Washington. And he had 4 strikeouts, 3 walks allowed. Now, Washington did win that day 10-9 against Cleveland. He was not charged with a win or a loss, though. It was a no decision. So he'll be facing Stott, Turner, and Harper to lead off the top of the first, Cool. Make sure you guys hit the thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel as well. What is up, people? What is up, people? Hopefully you're all doing well. I will make sure that I say hi to everybody in just a few moments. Okay. Here we go. What's up, Dev? What's going on, Jane? What's up, Joe? Happy Mother's Day. Joe, tell your mom I said Happy Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day to a Starkey. Happy Mother's Day to each and every one of you. Hi, everybody. Hi. Yes, sir. All right, so Bryson Stott will be leading it off for the Phillies. He has a pink bat in honor of Mother's Day. First pitch to Bryson, and he takes a 96-mile-per-hour fastball right down the heart and soul of the plate for strike one. Phillies are in their gray tops, gray bottoms. Have red letters that say Phillies painted across the chest. It's in cursive. Blue stars above both of the eyes. And the pitch. That's outside for a ball. Guardians have their white tops, white bottoms. And the text says Guardians painted across the chest on the front. It's underlined in red. And on the back, of course, it's the letters and jersey numbers as well. 2 balls, 1 strike as Ortiz throws one out of the zone. The 2-1 pitch to Stott. And he takes a changeup in there for strike 2. Okay, let's put this down here. Let's put this guy up here. Let's go. Tomorrow we got the NBA draft lottery, and we got the Phillies. 2-2 pitch. There's a line drive smoked out to center field for a base hit. It's on the drop in front of the center fielder, Martinez, and Bryson Stott gets aboard with a leadoff single. And Trey Turner is the next man up. Turner has a pink sleeve on his left arm. It's bright pink. And also he has the pink bat as well. 8 seconds left on the pitch clock. And here's the pitch, swing and a miss. We are 7 subscribers away from getting to 5,700. Victoria! What's up, Victoria? I hope everyone's having a good day. I do too, Michael. What's going on, dude? The ball is 1 strike. Cottage! What's up, dude? 0-1 pitch. There's a ground ball hit over to shortstop. The throw to second. There's 1. The throw to first. And there's a double play. 6-4-3. And 2 away. It's sharply just Turner got way on top of the fastball. A good job by Arias to just be in the right position. On the defensive side of the diamond for Cleveland, they got Ortiz on the bump. Bo Naylor's catching. The first baseman is Santana. Second baseman is Schneemann. And at third, of course, it's Ramirez. Shortstop is Arias. Here's Bryce Harper at the plate. 2 outs, nobody on. Ortiz gets set above the belt, takes a breath, and fires a strike. It's a cutter. It was a very late called strike by the home plate umpire. Out in left field for Cleveland, they got Kwan. In center field, it's Martinez. And the right fielder is Jones. 0-1 to Bryce, and he takes outside for ball 1. What's up, Bonge? Happy Mother's Day. It's Mother's Day. 1 ball, 1 strike. Harper in the box, and he takes another changeup, and that's at the knees for strike 2. Ten pitches in this first inning so far. And the 1-2 is elevated and above the zone at 97. Cleveland is 2 games behind Detroit in the AL Central. They're also half a game above Kansas City. And they're 3 games above Minnesota. And here's the next pitch, swing and a miss. And Bryce Harper strikes out on a high cheese fastball. No runs, 1 hit, and we're going to the bottom of the first. No score, and Cleveland is coming up to the plate. All right, so the Guardians starting lineup, it'll be this. Stephen Kwan batting in the leadoff spot out in left field. The second baseman, Daniel Schneemann, is batting second. Jose Ramirez over at third base, hitting third. And Carlos Santana batting in the cleanup spot, playing over at first base today. Kyle Manzardo has the day off in the field, but he's going to be batting fifth, and he's the DH. Bo Naylor catching. He's batting sixth. Seventh, it's Gabriel Arias over at shortstop. Eighth is Nolan Jones out in right field. And the caboose is the center fielder, Angel Martinez. And he will be batting in the 9th spot. So just to recap, it's Kwan, Schneemann, Ramirez, Santana, Manzardo, Naylor, Arias, Jones, and Martinez. And they will be facing Zack Wheeler, who is on the hill tonight for the Phils. Phillies and Guardians both 23-16 on the season. Wheeler, 34 years old. Last time he pitched, he went 7 innings and only surrendered 2 earned runs on 4 hits. Hasn't allowed a walk since April 29th. Also had 9 strikeouts in the game. That's now his 3rd outing in a row. In 3 of his last 4 outings, I should say. He has gone at least 6 innings and has only given up 2 earned runs and has struck out 9 or more batters. It's pretty wild. He's 34 years old, but as I always like to say, his pitching is like wine. It just gets better with age. Wheeler in 51 innings has a 3.35 ERA. His walk rate is at 5%, and the MLB average is at 7%. MLB average for strikeout percentage is at 22%, and the strikeout percentage is 33%. It's ridiculous. First pitch to Stephen Kwan. They tried to appeal. Did he go? He did not, says third base umpire. Actually, sorry, he did. It didn't show the appeal, but snowball's 1 strike. Wheeler comes set at the letters, kicks, delivers. There's a ground ball off the glove of Trey Turner. It's knocked out over to left field, and Stephen Kwan gets aboard. He's over at first base. And just bounced off of Turner's glove as he tried to play it on a hop, and he leaned over towards his right at shortstop, and the ball just deflected off the tippy part of the glove. They're going to call it a base hit for now. I guess because assuming Kwan would have beaten out the throw. Daniel Schneemann is going to foul off the first pitch. What are your final score predictions? Make sure you comment them down below. 0-1 to Daniel Schneemann, hitting .284 on the season, and he lifts this one out over to left field. It's carrying. It's going back in front of the track, though, and Kepler will track it down, make the catch, throw it to the cutoff man, and the runner from first goes back to the bag. Hit that like button for one of the best play-by-play announcers on YouTube. Thanks, JJ. Vic, what's going on? How are you, my friend? Here's Jose Ramirez, the switch-hitting third baseman, batting on the left side with the pink batting gloves and the pink bat in honor of Mother's Day. The pitch to Jose, fly ball hit out over towards shallow left center field, and Kepler can't make the catch. He tried to slide, and it just bounced in no man's land. It took about a couple of bounces in front of him, and he got up as soon as he fielded it on 2 bounces. But Jose Ramirez gets on with a bloop single, and stopping at second base is Stephen Kwan. Kepler didn't get a good jump, and he's just, he's not one of the fastest left fielders. Traffic on the bases for Zack Wheeler, and he'll be facing Carlos Santana. Umpires for tonight: Alan Porter is the home plate ump. Brian Walsh is at first. Chris Siegel is the second base umpire. And Alex McKay is at third. There's a curveball that's thrown in the dirt for a ball. And Santana did not want to bite. Carlos is 3 for 7 against Zack Wheeler with a pair of RBI and 7 walks. It's a lot of walks. The pitch, there's a ground ball hit over to second base. The throw to shortstop, there's one. The throw back to first in time for a 4-6-3 double play. And we are heading into the top of the second inning. So they hit it over towards the 4-6 spot. And the double play helps Zack Wheeler. That was his best friend there. We're going to the second. No score out of Progressive Field. Okay. I hope you're all having yourselves a very fantastic Mother's Day. What did you guys do? What did you guys do on Mother's Day? What did you guys do on Mother's Day? I'm so far behind on chat. Oh boy, not a good time on chat. What did you guys do for Mother's Day? Happy birthday, Scott. Happy birthday, man. Happy birthday, Scott. Shout out to you. What did everybody do for Mother's Day? Gambled. Oh, gosh. Oh, gosh. Jay and Jane, how are you guys? Thanks so much for coming on here. Shout out to Jay and Jane. Their username is James Morgan, but Jay and Jane are their names. Shout out to the both of them. Gambled. I helped my dad report my mom's peace lily. Nice. Chores. And what I'm doing right now, says Joe. Humbug says I called my mom. Paula says, went to hibachi. Ooh, that sounds good. Victoria says, I got calls from all 3 of my kids. Aww. That's really sweet. That's sweet. Lou says, we had a cookout at my sister's. Played with my nieces in the yard. That was fun. Very cool. Nice. It's cool. Actually, I kind of like the Sunday night baseball on Mother's Day. I never liked playing during the day on Mother's Day, but the Sunday night is a vibe for Mother's Day. The pitch to Schwarber, and there's a high fly ball hit out over towards deep left field. Kwan's going to try to track it down, and it actually goes out of play. Very nice. I'm so happy you guys had a good time. The other Joe says, cleaned out the freezer. Old school. Done that. I've done that. Eagle says, I worked by the wife. Had a nice day at the zoo with the adult kids. Nice. Very cool. Which zoo? There's Kyle Schwarber at the plate. And the first pitch, well, the second pitch, is outside. Remember, he fouled off the first pitch. Schwarber hitting .262 this year. Ortiz has had a lot of success on these changeups that he's thrown. The pitch to Schwarber, high fly ball, hit out to deep right field, and the Phillies are on the board, 1-0. Look out below for Kyle Schwarber. That's his 13th bomb of the season, and it went 392 feet and had a launch angle of 35 degrees. What a swing. Here's Nick Castellanos' first pitch that he takes his low for a ball. Kyle Schwarber, what a heck of a season he has had. That's his 13th home run of the season. Here's the 1-0 to Casty, and he rips this one foul. And out of play. Jay and Tiff. Oh my gosh. Did I say Jane? I'm so sorry. Jay and Tiff. I'm so sorry. Oh my gosh. I meant to say Tiff. I have a Jane in the chat. I meant to say Tiff. I'm so sorry. And here's the next pitch. It's taken in there for strike 2. Jay and Tiff. Bought my mom a new rose bush. My daughter said her grandma can't cook today, so we had pizza and pasta. Nice. Rosebush. Yeah, we cut some roses and some flowers from the yard, and they had a arrangement out of it, so that was cool. It's very sweet, and it's nice when you don't even have to buy them, and they're just right there. 1-2 pitch. And it's a foul ball. Sarah made a picture of Jen as a unicorn. Wow. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Nick Castellanos. 20 pitches so far for Ortiz. And here's the windup in the pitch. It's outside. Watch NASCAR. See my foxes. I had had breakfast in bed and dinner cooked for me. All my 4 children came to visit and 2 grandsons. Aw. 2-2 pitch. Now it's a little bit outside, but it's a called strike 3 anyways. And Ortiz gets his second strikeout victim of the evening. It was a good pitch, but it's on pitch tracks that it was outside. That's so sweet. I love that. The pitch, that's taken for a ball. 250. Oh, man, thank you so much. Hello, do you think Wheeler goes scoreless in the first 5 innings? What's going on, Jedi? Oh, Jedi, thank you so much. Appreciate you. I do. I think that I think that Zack Wheeler is going to go pretty deep today. I do. I think that he would go very, very deep today. It's 2 balls, no strikes to Max Kepler. Thanks so much for the super chat. The pitch to Max. There's a high fly ball hit out over towards deep right center field. It's going to be tracked down, though, in front of the trap by Martinez, and he'll make the catch right in front of the warning track. That thing was smoked, but Martinez played it perfectly. So they'll call it a line out to center. You got her a stupid plant? What qualifies as a stupid plant? 2 outs in the top of the second. It's 1-0 Phils. Don't forget to like and subscribe, folks. And the pitch to JT. It's in the dirt and outside for a ball. I've been called way worse than Jane. Tiff. Shout out to you. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Outside again for ball 2. Phillies got a solo homer from Kyle Schwarber. Start off the top of the second. And there's the pitch. There's a high fly ball hit out over towards deep right center field. That's going to go back over towards the track. And not being able to make the catch is Martinez. It just bounced out of the glove. He tried to leap up, make the catch. JT's going to go over to second as Martinez finds the ball. And the throw over to second is cut off by the shortstop. And so JT gets aboard with a 2-out double. Let's take a look at this again. Martinez, I think he just took his eyes off the ball at the very last second as he tried to slam and leap on into that wall to make a really nice catch, but it just popped out of the heel of the glove. He's not happy with himself there. But a 2-out double by JT. And here is Alec Bohm at the plate. I meant to say left center, not right center. The pitch to Alec. It's down. Ortiz looks back at second, and now back to the plate, and he throws a slider that misses for ball 2. Bohm's average now sits at 239. JT's in scoring position, and the 2-0 is down for ball 3. 7 more subs till we get to 5,700, man. The 3-0 pitch. There's a called strike. Did they call it an error? And then they called it a hit. Yeah. It's a tough play, but it just bounced out. Bohm gets the red light, and rightfully so as the pitch is down for ball 4. And so 2 base runners for the Phillies with 2 outs. Okay. And Johan Rojas is up. All right, here's the toss bat to second, and JT does dive back in there safely without a tag. Ortiz was a little bit caught off guard there. So he was looking at JT. I think he wanted to use that just to reset. JT has a big stance, though, off of second base, and here's the first pitch to Rojas, swinging a miss, got a slider, and swung early at it. 22 pitches in this inning alone for Ortiz. He has 33 on the night. 0-1 pitch. It's down. Sorry, scratch that. He has 35 before that pitch was thrown. One pitch to Rojas. And he flies this one out to left field. It's hooking foul, and it does go out of play. Bud Black got fired? Really? 1-2 pitch, and a called strike 3 at the knees as Johan Rojas goes down looking on strikes. Phillies do get a run home, though, on a solo homer by Kyle Schwarber. And so we're going to the bottom of the second. 1-0 Phils. Okay. Another $5 super chat. This is from Jay and Tiff. Thank you so much, guys. Jay and Tiff, you guys are the best. Really. Wanted to thank you for the stream. We are blacked out. Happy Mother's Day to everyone. Jedi takes the cake on the super chat. Love supporting great channels. Well, we love you. We do. And, we talked about it the other day. And the one thing that I really do want to do is I specifically want to get more and more I want to get more and more people, but specifically I do want to get more of a female audience on here. I think that's something that's really important for this. I think it's really cool to be able to try to get to try to get as many people on here as possible. And so I'm hoping that we can continue to do that because that does mean a lot to me. I like the diverse audience that we have, but I want to continue to get other people on here, and inspire others. So thank you so much again, Tiff. Appreciate it. I got you. I figured it out. James, what's up, dude? How are you, my friend? Keep up the great work, he says. Well, thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. Mother's Day. It's one of my favorite days. Shout out to my mom. She's the best. Love you, Mom. I do. She had a good day today. It was nice. 1-0 Philadelphia as we go to the bottom of the second. It's Manzardo, Naylor, and Arias who are due up in the batting order. And here's the first pitch. It's fouled away. I agree, man. I want to do the same and gain more of a good female audience. I'm with you, Snow. 0-1. And the pitch from Wheeler, what a curveball that was. That landed at the knees on the outside corner and it had a lot of good movement to it. The ball is 2 strikes. Wheeler comes set at the letters, kicks, deals, and it's high for a ball. Kyle Schwarber, according to Sarah Langs, now has 30 homers with a 112-plus mile-per-hour exit velo with the Phillies. And here's the next pitch. Swing and a miss. Zack Wheeler with a K. That's 6 more than any other Phillies player under StatCast from 2015, including the playoffs. One out, and we're in the bottom of the second. And there's a curveball that's thrown from Wheeler. It's in there at the knees for a strike to Bo Naylor. Bo hitting on the left side, has red batting gloves, rests the bat on the shoulder, and he stares at the 0-1, which is high. Of course, his brother, Josh, was a Guardian and then got sent over to Arizona during the offseason. Is now playing over at first base for the Diamondbacks. And Christian Walker went over to Houston. 1-1 pitch. That's a bouncer. It's foul, though, towards the first base side. Expand the demographic, for sure. For sure. One, two. And that is a foul ball. Name your favorite food your mom cooks. Oh, there's so many. There's a lot, dude. There's a lot. The deviled eggs are good. Macaroni salad is really good. I mean, there's a lot. Chicken marsala. 1-2, and that's in the dirt and inside for ball 2. She makes really good fajitas. 2-2 pitch. There's a high fly ball. It's a foul ball. That goes out of play. Very good homemade mac and cheese. I mean, I don't know. There's a lot. Happy Mother's Day to you too, Tony. Cheers. Wheeler gets set at the letters, kicks, delivers, and it's high for ball 3. Here's the payoff pitch. It's grounded foul. Of all the stats, the one I care least about is exit velo. Well, that's why they call it advanced analytics. 3 balls, 2 strikes. And here's the next pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. And Zack Wheeler with another strikeout. That's his second one of the inning. And his second one of the ball game. Shapoke says, my mom loved to bake. JJ, how about what's not good? What's not to like? That's something that my grandma would say. The pitch. And that's inside for the ball. They tried to appeal if Arias went around. He did not. Wheeler gets set at the letters, kicks, and fires. And the sinker is fouled off by Arias. Eagle says, I miss my mom's cooking. She's still alive, but lives 1,000 miles away. I love this combo in the chat. Here's the next pitch. Swing and a miss. Arias hitting 270. And the 1-2 delivery, another foul ball back over towards the screen. Arias is 25 years old. He's from La Victoria, Venezuela. Came in the league in 2022. Has 142 hits and 637 at-bats in his career. The next pitch, it's now 2 balls, 2 strikes. The pitch on the way. Outside for ball 3. 7 more subscribers till we get to 5,700. Over so close. The payoff pitch from Wheeler. It's popped up over towards medium depth left field. Kepler says he has it. Throws his hand out there. And gets the glove on and makes the catch. And we're going to the top of the 3rd inning. Top of the order, due up again for the Phils. 1-0 Philadelphia out at Progressive Field. We'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. So I don't usually do this, but first and foremost, if you guys are new to the channel, hit the thumbs up button, hit the subscribe button as well. My name is Jason Joseph. This is Play by Play with JJ. We have I wanted to send a message to one of our viewers out there. Okay, her name is Asia Roberson. For those of you that don't know, her mom, like months ago, passed away, and so I do want to acknowledge as well, on this day, we celebrate the moms that are out there, but also we're there for the other people who have lost moms and have lost loved ones too. And so I wanted to make sure that I acknowledge that and send love her way. And to those of you who have lost a mom, I've lost a brother, so losing a family member's tough. So I just wanted to make sure that I acknowledge that too, and put Asia and everybody else in my thoughts and in my prayers as well. So we all love you. And now back to the program. 1 ball, no strikes to Bryson Stott. And the pitch is in there for a strike. And here's the 1-1 pitch. There's a swing and a miss, and 95. D says thank you. Yeah. Yes. But I want to make sure that we acknowledge that as well. Nothing but love. 1-2 pitch. That's outside for ball 2. What's up, Shante? How are you? I'm really happy to see you guys. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Bryson Stott. And the windup and the pitch. That's outside for ball 3. Absolutely, JJ. It would be tough right now. Just like her birthday for a couple of years. Love you, Asia. Stay strong. And stay positive. Is that what you said? Stay in prayer. Yes. 3-2 pitch to Bryson Stott. And he pops this one up. It's hit out over towards medium depth left center field. Who's going to get it? Schneemann gets called off by Martinez, and Martinez will make the grab. That could have been bad. Of course. Hear my doggy. So Stott flies out the center. And Trey Turner is up again. He takes a 95-mile-per-hour fastball that's on the outside corner for strike 1. Turner's average sits at 316. He has been red hot for the Phils. And he takes the next pitch way up high and way inside. The 1-1 offering. Strike 2. It's at the knees on the outside corner. Turner has gotten 2 hits in each of his last 5 games. Ridiculous. The 1-2 pitch, and that's on the outside corner for a called strike 3, and Turner shakes his head no. Looked a little bit off the plate, but Luis Ortiz gets his 4th punch out of the ball game, and Turner has to go sit down. It was a good pitch. There's no denying that. And a good job by Naylor, too, to sell the call. So 2 away. The camera, he got really close to that camera. It's funny. The pitch. Swinging a miss to Bryce Harper. Mother-in-law lives 5 houses down from us and judges the weeds in our yard daily. Wouldn't trade her for anything. She's the best. Aww. That's really nice. A ball is 2 strikes to Bryce. He had a homer in last night's game. And the pitch to Harper, he pops it up over towards the third base side. Shortstop calls off Jose Ramirez. He says it's your ball. And he'll make the catch. So Arias is going to catch out number 3. And we're going to the bottom of the third. Still 1-0 Phils. Ortiz, though, pitching pretty good so far. Yes. I love this. Rising Rhino, what is up? Folks, if you guys love football, if you love anything football related, not just the NFL, but the XFL, college football, this guy has you covered. This guy covers so much football, and he is an awesome streamer. He brings you the energy. He has a lot of fire in him, and he has a very awesome community, and I want to try to grow his community as well, for sure. He's the man. So, Rising Rhino, comment your link down below, and let's get you more subs as well. Let's do that. What's good? Happy Mother's Day to Linda. Happy Mother's Day to your mom. Tell her I said Happy Mother's Day. Yes. All right, we're going to the bottom of the third. Nolan Jones, Angel Martinez, and Stephen Kwan are all due up in the batting order. Luke Arcani says, feels like someone is getting thrown out of this game at some point tonight. This home plate umpire has gotten 3 strike 3 calls wrong in 3 innings so far. 94 likes and 195 people tuning on in. By the way, Kyle Schwarber did extend his on-base streak, too, with the home run. What's that now, 47 games in a row for Kyle? Is that 47? Schwarber streak. 46 games in the wild card era. The only Phillies player with a longer streak is Bobby Abreu with 48. It's crazy. 46 games. Let's go. Here's Zack Wheeler pitching to Nolan Jones. And the first pitch is thrown on the outside edge for strike 1. Excuse me. There's manager Stephen Vogt on the broadcast for Cleveland. 0-1 is the count. And the pitch. And that's a foul ball. Get back over towards the screen. Wheeler will get set above the letters. He kicks, he deals, and it's in the dirt. One-two pitch, swing and a miss. Another punch out by Zack. Zack Attack does it again. I like that call. Versus Cleveland. Wheeler has only faced the Guardians twice. First time was in 2013. Second time was in 2023. The ball is 1 strike to Angel Martinez. Here's the 0-1. It's bounced over towards the right side. Second baseman plays it on 2 bounces, and Stott will throw it over to first in plenty of time for the second out. Rising Around does a really great job. We are happy subscribers to his channel. He is. He's really good. He gives it his all, you know. Two gone in the bottom of the third, and Stephen Kwan will get a crack at it, and he looks at the strike, even though it's a little bit outside. But it's just been that type of night for Alan Porter. 0-1, and the pitch, a splitter that misses off the plate. I've covered the Rockies, and we probably get more people in the chat than at the stadium, says Rising Rhino. 1-1 pitch outside again for ball 2. You're a Harrisburg kid? I didn't know that. 2-1 pitch. Another foul ball. It's cool. I have family in Harrisburg. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 2 outs in the bottom of the third. I hate to say it, but if Rise and Rhino called the Phillies, sorry, JJ. It's all good. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, bottom of the third. And here's the pitch. There's a ground ball hit over to Trey Turner. He backhands it, throws it over to first in plenty of time. We're going to the top of the fourth. It's 1-0 Philadelphia. You know, in all seriousness, though, I know I'm not everybody's cup of tea. You know? But we just have fun. That's all we do. The manager got fired. Happy Mother's Day, D. Happy Mother's Day. I appreciate you. My aunt is here. Aww. Thanks, Aunt Janice. Very, very sweet. That's sweet. I was joshing with you, JJ. I know you were joshing with me. But I do have to seriously say, you know, I know that I'm not everybody's cup of tea. I know that you were messing with me. But I want you, but in all seriousness, this is how I feel. Like, you know, if there are other people that come around that end up doing Phillies games, I want you to support them. I mean that. I don't care. Like, they're in this too. So, I want you to support them. And I'm not just saying that. I want you to know what else is out there. I don't want to just limit you to just me. That's not cool. So, I know that you were just joshing with me. But, in a serious answer, though, I do want people to experience that. Thanks. All right, we're in the top of the fourth. Rise and Rhino, gotcha. You're overqualified. Shout out to Rise and Rhino. Here comes Kyle Schwarber. Schwarber has the third most homers since 2022. And the pitch, it's a slider that's in there for a strike. I like and subscribe to everything. My subs list is like a short story. Oh, I know. Here's the 0-1. That's in there for strike 2. You think that Wheeler gets 7 strikeouts? What's he at now? 4? Yeah. For sure. The ball's 2 strikes to Kyle. Ortiz comes set at the belt. And the next pitch, swing and a miss. And Schwarber's down on strikes. Yeah, you don't really have a lot of YouTubers that you follow. So if Joe subscribes to you, that says a lot. I do, and I know that. If Joe subscribes to you, you're doing something right. Pitch. That's outside for a ball. One-oh pitch, and there's a chopper that's fouled. There's maybe better play-by-play people. There may be better streamers, but there's no one better than JJ that does play-by-play while streaming and interacting with the audience. It makes for a great show. Don't make me cry, guys. Come on. I appreciate it. I seriously do appreciate that. Here's the 1-1 pitch. That's down and away for ball 2. I love you guys. The 2-1 offering. And Casty pokes it foul. Wonder what Liam's doing. His son. Haven't seen Liam in forever. The mayor, they call him. They call him the mayor. We got a $5 super chat from William. Thank you so much, man. Happy Mother's Day to you. Happy Mother's Day. I think everybody should celebrate, you know. The pitch. There's a high bouncer hit back over towards the mound. The throw over to first by Ortiz is in plenty of time, and that's the second out recorded in this inning. JJ, did you see that the Padres-Rockies game? Did you see the Padres-Rockies game last night? Well, that's probably why Bud Black got fired. I like Bud Black. I don't think it was all his fault. They have a lot of problems there. Here comes Max Kepler, and he takes a cutter at 91. Joe says shed a tear. They have a lot of Joes, man. Nothing on one, and the pitch is outside for a ball. Maybe I'll start calling the other Joe chain, just so that way we don't mix up all the Joes. It was only a 3-touchdown losses right now. 1-1 pitch to Kepler, swing and a miss. Yeah, showing up is half the battle. I always tell people if they want to do this, they got to show up. Got to be consistent, and you got to put in the work. If this is really what you want to do, it's true. It takes a lot of time. Here's the 1-2 offering to Kepler. It's inside for ball 2. We are 4 subs away from getting 57 hundo. Two-two pitch. That's a bouncing ball. It's a foul ball. It's never the manager's fault when you get beaten by 21. I wouldn't say never. But, I mean, there's more problems, for sure. 2-2 pitch, and there's a swing and a miss. And Kepler strikes out, and we're going to the bottom of the 4th. It's 1-0 Phils. It's a pitching duel between Luis Ortiz and Zack Wheeler. All right, we're going to the bottom of the 4th, which means it's time now for On This Day in Phillies history. All right. Today is May 11th. May 11th. We are flying. Listen to this. Okay. In 1910, this was actually a thing. Listen to this. I've never heard of such a thing. Pitchers Earl Moore and George McQuillan are suspended without pay for failing to stay in good shape. Have you ever heard of such a thing like that? Back in 1910 on this day, in Phillies history, Earl Moore and George McQuillan got suspended without pay for not staying in good shape. I don't know specifically what that means. They don't specifically specify that, but that's kind of odd. That's interesting. In 1958, Richie Ashburn pulls a muscle in the first game of a doubleheader. He sits out the second game, and that ended a 473 game playing streak which was the second longest of his career. That would never happen today. In the 7th inning of a ball game on this day in 1980, Phillies were playing against the Reds at Riverfront Stadium, and Pete Rose stole 3 bases, second, third, and home plate, and the Phillies would win that game 7-3. And the most memorable thing that happened on this day is Aaron Rowan's catch. Aaron Rowan crashed into a fence, making a ridiculous catch, which I think is one of the best catches in Phillies history. He broke several bones in his face. The catch helped Gavin Floyd, and the Phillies earn a 2-0 win over the Mets. And if you have not heard the press conference afterwards, that was epic. For who, my teammates? For what? To win. Such a great quote. The pitch. It's in there for a strike to Daniel Schneemann. Wheeler kicks, delivers. There's a cutter that swung on and missed for strike 2. Rockies roster is awful straight up. Not even any Hall of Fame managers can save that group of baseball misfits, says Rhino. 0-2 pitch. That's up high and away for a ball. James Stella, what's going on? God bless everyone. Thank you, brother, for doing this for us all. Of course. 1-2 pitch from Wheeler. It's down low and outside for a ball. I was at that game. That was a great catch. 2-2. That's up high for ball 3. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Don't forget to like and subscribe, Mod Squad. How we doing with the likes? We have 217 people tuning on NIC. If you're over on the vertical stream, hello. 3-2 pitch, and that's a called strike 3 at the knees. Freeze frame as Zack Attack does it again. Whew. What a pitch. He just rung him up on that fastball. It had so much movement on it, and it just caught the outer third at the knees. You could not have thrown it in a better spot. He's on. There's Jose Ramirez, and he takes a splitter that's in the dirt. Wheeler's dealing. Yeah, he is. The 1-0 pitch to Ramirez, and he grounds this one over to first base. Harper gets on one knee, fields it, flips it back over to Wheeler, who goes to cover the bag, and he wins the relay against Jose Ramirez. There's 2 up, 2 down. $110 likes, 217 tuning on in. Nice. Just keep getting those like buttons up. Carlos Santana, hitting from the left side, is up and takes wide at 97. Zach has 47 pitches. Wheeler kicks, fires, and it's down and in. Five seconds left on the pitch clock, and the leg kick in the pitch. That's down for ball 3. Wheeler has retired 9 straight batters in a row. But he's behind in the count 3-0 here. Can he come back into the count? And the pitch? No, he does not. It's outside for ball 4. And Santana gets a 4-pitch walk. Rodney says, yeah, thanks a ton, JJ. Us out-of-state fans would really be screwed without you. I wonder how many of us there are that haven't discovered this way to enjoy a game. I think it's cool, personally. I do. Here's the pitch to Manzardo, and there's a high fly ball hit out over towards deep right field. It'll stay in the yard, though. Castellanos gets under it, makes the grab in front of the warning track, and the inning is over. Manzardo at the height just did not have the distance. It just died out in right, and we're going to the top of the fifth. Still 1-0 on Kyle Schwarber's solo homer. That's all the offense so far. Yeah, I think it's cool. I've always thought that this thing was awesome, and that in some ways it gives you other things that you don't get, and that is a community, like a really cool community that you can interact with real time. You know, some people don't have friends in their area that love baseball or that love these things, and so we built a cult with this, you know, like a fraternity, if you will, a brotherhood. And I like that. I like that about this platform. I think that that's what makes this unique. And I wanted to use this platform for that. That was the one thing I saw with this. Again, first it was just about getting reps, and then as soon as I saw people coming on here, I thought, you know, we could really build something with this. This is really unique. And so it's made a I don't want to say a fool out of me, but it's made a Philly freak out of me. It's cool. There's got to be more than a few thousand of us, I think, anyways. Not a lot of Phillies fans in New England. I'm sure not. I'm sure that there aren't. That's funny. Cardinals beat the Nationals today 6-1. Also, the Rangers won at out in Detroit. 6-1 was the score of that game. The Brewers were able to take care of business out in Florida. They beat Tampa Bay 4-2. The Orioles won 7-3 against the Halos. And the Rockies were able to beat the Padres 9-3 after getting shut out 21-0 yesterday. Here's the pitch to JT, and that's a foul ball. Red Sox were able to take care of business out in Kansas City. 3-1 was the final score there. How about the Blue Jays beating the Mariners 9-1 in Seattle? 0-1, another foul ball. Mets won against the Cubs 6-2. The Braves, they did lose 4-3 against the Pirates. And the Astros shut out the Reds 6-0. The Giants lost in extras 7-6 to the Minnesota Twins. And that is outside and low for a ball. White Sox also beat the Marlins 4-2. And the Yankees were able to win against the Oakland Athletics 12-2. And the Dodgers also won out in Arizona 8-1. Here's the pitch. There's a ground ball played on a hop by Jose Ramirez. And the sidearm throw to first will get Trey Turner out. The pitch is in there for a strike. Here's something interesting. Caleb Calhoun. He pitched an immaculate game. Not an immaculate inning. An entire game. An entire game. An immaculate game. Have you ever heard of such a thing? The ball is 1 strike. And the pitch is outside for a ball. Congratulations to Caleb Calhoun. 15 up, 15 down, 15 strikeouts for the Sitka, Alaska High School Wolves this weekend. The pitch. And that's grounded over towards shortstop. And Bohm will beat it out as the throw over to first is not in time. Schneemann actually made a diving stop there. The ball got underneath his glove as he tried to get it in the glove, and then he threw it from his knees over to first, and Bohm was able to beat it out. An immaculate game. Game ended after 5 innings, and the score was 24-0. So it was basically a mercy rule. Yeah. 24-0. An immaculate game. The ball is 1 strike. And the pitch to Rojas. There's a swing and a miss. I've never heard of that before. It ended early because, again, it was a mercy rule. They call it early termination rules, a.k.a. mercy rule. That's what I call it. 0-2 pitch, swing and a miss. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night to Johan Rojas. And that's the 7th punch out for Luis Ortiz. Have you ever heard of that? Why is Francona not with Cleveland anymore? I don't know. He's with Cincinnati. That's all I know. He hasn't been with Cleveland in a while, though. The pitch is in there for a strike. I've heard of an immaculate reception, but not that. Wow. Here's the 0-1. That's lined out over to left field. It's caught by Stephen Kwan. And there is out number 3. We're going to the bottom of the 5th inning. Still 1-0 Phils. Impressive, but it sounds like they were way overmatched. Like me pitching against first graders, says Larry. Still impressive, but I'm just saying, for a game to be like that, that's kind of cool. They say that on this day, what happened in Phillies franchise history, I don't know if you guys know this. Probably not, but you should. But Aaron Altair, the Phillies dropped him on waivers to San Francisco. Those are very notable of what happened on this day. I was a big fan, though, of Aaron Altair. I was. Always thought that he had a raw power. I liked that guy. I think if Aaron Altair played in this era, do you think he would have beaten out Brandon Marsh or Johan Rojas in center? I don't know. Larry says, I remember him. I know. Why is the sky blue? Why do fools fall in love? By the way, Frankie Lyman and the Teenagers, they're awesome. Frankie, of course, I mean, that it's a tragic story, but still a very, very good group. That man had talent, pure talent. Feel like this one-run game is like hanging on a treat. Or hanging a treat in front of a dog's face and not giving it to the dog. What, you're tempting them? That's funny. First pitch to Bo Naylor. That's a foul ball. The ball is one strike. Wheeler kicks, deals, and Naylor chops it foul. We're in the bottom of the fifth. It's 1-0 Philadelphia. Wheeler will get set at the letters. He kicks, he fires, and there's the pitch. Swing and a miss. And Zack Wheeler with his 5th strikeout of the ball game. That was the first time I ever saw him use the splitter on an 0-2 count. Everything is working tonight for Zack. He's bringing out the heat. And he gets ahead in the count here and throws a strike. Wheeler has had 50 starts with 7+ innings over the last 5 seasons. That's 3rd best in all of baseball. 0-1 swing and a miss. Arias is in the box. And Wheeler kicks, delivers in the 0-2. Another swing and a miss on a 95-mile-per-hour high cheese fastball. Rack 'em up, back-to-back strikeouts for Zack Wheeler. He's attacking, he's firing, and he's striking batters out. Arias was late. He was so off balance that even afterwards he lost his balance on the swing. 2 outs. And here's the pitch. And it's high for a ball. Chasing that riser is nasty. How does that fastball just continue to go up? He releases it like a little bit down, and then it just rises. I don't understand how he does that. Just to get that spin on it. Next pitch is just a little bit high for ball 2. There's the 2-0 pitch. That's a foul ball. This is Nolan Jones. 1-0 Phillies. They got a solo homer from Kyle Schwarber. There's his backspin, yeah. And the next pitch is fouled away. Eagle and Joe just said magic. They jinxed each other. No way. That was coordinated. No way. 2-2 on the way. Another swing and a miss, and Zack Wheeler strikes out the side. 7 strikeouts. There it is. Through 5 innings of work, and we're going to the 6th inning. 1-0 Philadelphia. Give this man the Cy Young already in the first half. It's crazy. He is pitching his tail off today. He's pitching really well. Yeah. I think we all need some Zack Wheeler in our life. I do. Turner will be leading it off. Wheeler's our best player, says Lou. You said that before. I think Wheeler's our best player, but the face of our franchise is still Bryce Harper. I do. All right, we're going to the 6th. 1-0 Philadelphia. We got 197 people tuning on in. Let's get to 200 likes. We need 3 more subs for us to get to 5,700. We're so close. Lou says I agree. Patricia! Happy Mother's Day! Happy Mother's Day. Wheeler won't complete the game, though. We'll need the bullpen at some point. Old Man Ferguson says Kyle is at the moment. I wouldn't say Kyle's the face of the franchise. Kyle's great, don't get me wrong. Kyle's our best hitter. Here's Trey Turner. And the pitch. That's swung on and missed. Larry says he better get his face in gear. The next pitch to Trey, and it's outside and low for a ball. Yep, Jane, you know what time it is. You know what time it is. The 1-1 to Trey. Foul ball. It's time to wake up. Time for the bats to wake up. One ball, 2 strikes. And the pitch to Trey. It's outside for ball 2. I missed that. All right, Shaq, come on. We need these bats to wake up. They got to hear it from Freak Nation. 2-2 pitch, swing and a miss. And Trey Turner goes back into the dugout on a pitch that wasn't even close. Wheels and Schwarber, lefty, and Michael Jackson. Lefty and Michael Jack. I'm sorry. Why did I say Michael Jackson? I'm sorry. Michael Jack Schmidt. All right. All right, come on, chat. Tell the Phillies to wake up. Tell Bryce to wake up. First pitch is high for a ball. Our bats usually set their alarm for the 7th inning. Well, I don't care. Wake up. Wake up, Phillies. Here's the 1-0 pitch to Bryce, and he takes it down for a ball. Phillies are still sleeping. 2-0 pitch, and it's outside for ball 3. Three balls, no strikes. And the pitch to Bryce, up high for ball 4. All right. Come on, let's see those clocks in the chat. Let's see those clocks in the chat and tell the Phillies to wake up. Where are the clocks at? Here we go. Here's Kyle Schwarber at the plate. And the first pitch, he takes it just down low. Nope, they appeal, and he went around. Didn't even see the appeal until the screen unfroze. It's that time, family. Let's go. 0-1 pitch outside for ball 1. There we go. There's the coffee. I love that. It's time to wake up. Give Wheeler run support and wake the heck up, says Michael. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Way outside for ball 2. Larry says, it's only the 6th. It's still too early. It's still too early. Larry, don't be that guy that just wakes up and that just stays in bed for like 15 minutes or so. Come on, we got to tell him to get up. Why did I tell Larry that? I don't know. That really was for the Phillies. 2-1 pitch, and that's up high for ball 3. Ortiz is looking out of sorts here. Larry says you'll see. The snooze button, yeah. There's no snooze button here. There's no snooze button. 3-1 to Schwarber. It's down low. Did he go? He went. And Schwarber said, no, I did not go. And he's getting all in his face. So the count is 3-2. That was a very late call from Alan Porter. What's going on? Come on. Here's the 3-2 pitch. That's grounded foul. The pitch was literally in the dirt, and the umpire waited like 3 seconds. Not even kidding. Schwarber was tying his shoe and ready to go over to first. He waited 3 seconds. 3 balls, 2 strikes to Kyle Schwarber. And the payoff pitch. And there's a fly ball hit out over towards deep left field. It's going back over towards the track. And Kwan is there and makes the catch right at the wall. And so going back over to first is going to be Trey Turner. And Kwan just made a ridiculous catch. That was right in front of the wall. And he had to spin, turn, fire it back over to first. And luckily enough, Turner was able to get back. That was a heck of a catch by Stephen Kwan. I still can't believe he caught that. It was like a little speck just came running on into the picture and just was able to catch the ball. The pitch, and there's a foul ball hit over to third base. And it goes out of play. Cade Smith and Matt Festa warming up in the bullpen. Toss bat to first. And it's not in time. Harper. Yeah, sorry. My bad. I said Turner, didn't I? I should know better. Here's the pitch to Nick Castellanos. And he fouls it away. Put a star next to that one. Yep, I see. I made that mistake. I was getting distracted by you guys. I wasn't paying attention to keeping score. Casty today 0 for 2. Is down in the count 0-2, and the pitch is in there for a called strike 3. And we're going to go to the bottom of the 6th inning. 9-1-2 due up in the batting order for Cleveland. We'll be right back in just a few moments. Don't go anywhere. All right, we're going to the bottom of the 6th inning. Bottom of the 6th, folks. Make sure you hit the thumbs up button and hit that subscribe button as well. Martinez, Kwan, and Schneemann are coming on up. Wheeler does have 62 pitches, 41 strikes. And Strom, Alvarado, and Romano, you would think, are all available tonight. Bottom of the 6th, 1-0 Phils on a solo homer by Kyle Schwarber to lead off the top of the 2nd. And Wheeler falls behind in the count already as the first pitch is inside for ball 1. Here's the 1-0 pitch. It's low for ball 2. Swing and a miss. Phillies have put up at least 7 runs. At least 7 runs in 6 out of their last 7 games. The pitch. And that's going to be popped up over towards medium depth center field. Rojas jogs on in over to second and makes the catch for the first out of the inning. If the Phillies do win tonight, they will be 1.5 games behind the Mets in the NL East. Here's Stephen Kwan, who's 1 for 2 today. And he pops up the first pitch. It's hit over towards the third base side, and out of play it goes. Pete, what's up, Pete? Sorry, I didn't mean to scare you guys. I did not mean to scare you. I kind of scared myself there. Go Phils. Can you give a shout out to my daughter, Abigail? She's getting married this Saturday. She inherited my love for Philly. The New Orleans crew appreciates you, JJ. Shout out to Abigail. Congratulations and mazel tov. The ball is 2 strikes, and here's the pitch. It's way outside and way down low. Congratulations. One-two pitch. It's outside for ball 2. Ben Mathurin just got ejected. You got a flagrant 2 after an interaction with DeAndre Hunter. I'll have to see the highlights for that. 2-2 pitch from Wheeler. That's outside for ball 3. Kwan has made contact on 91% of swings, which is the second highest in Major League Baseball since 2022. That's an interesting stat. 3-2 pitch, and there's a fly ball hit out over towards deep right center field. That's going to split the gap and go all the way over towards the wall. Kwan loses the helmet. He goes over to second. The throw is cut off by Bryson Stott. And Stephen Kwan able to get on with an extra base hit with 1 out in the bottom of the 6th. He's just a pure hitter. He might be, and I mean this in a good way. If he can keep this up for some more years, he might be this generation's Ichiro in regards to just how great of a hitter he is, like a pure hitter. The pitch is taken low for a ball. Next pitch, That's inside for ball 2. The Mets will met it up, no worries. 2 balls, no strikes. And the pitch, swing and a miss. That's a stretch, says Larry. It might be. But he has a good pure swing. Okay. Fair. I don't mean... Yes. You're right. That was a little bit of a stretch. You're right. But he's a very good pure hitter. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And the pitch is up high. I tried to appeal if he went around. He did not. It is a little bit of a stretch. Because Ichiro had he had success for years and years and years. And not like trying to disrespect him, because he's one of my favorite players. But I should have put it this way. His swing reminds me of Ichiro. And it does. The pitch is inside for ball 4. But yes, I do apologize for that. A skinnier crook, maybe. Here's Jose Ramirez. And Ramirez will take the first pitch that he sees inside for a ball. Yes, go get him. Love Kwan. Yeah. I like him too. I've always liked him. He's a good defensive left fielder too. Kwan's what, 27 now? Pitch to Ramirez and he hammers it foul. Whew. He batted .292 last year. He batted .298 during his rookie season. And .268 2 seasons before that. Pitch to Ramirez. There's a line drive. And it's caught by Rojas. And the throw back over to second. And Kwan is safe. Was Kwan on the Mets? No, you're thinking of Kodai Senga. Maybe you are. But no, Kwan was not on the Mets. There's Carlos Santana. And he'll take a 96-mile-per-hour fastball in there for strike 1. We got 237 people on here watching. Let's get to 200 likes. And the pitch. There's a foul ball. Just had commencement at my university campus yesterday. I got to talk with the commencement speaker and alumnus. An alumnus from our tiny campus who's now the GM for the Arizona Cardinals. Now that is so sick. The ball is 2 strikes. Here's the check swing. Did he go? He did, says third base umpire Alex McKay. And we're going to the top of the 7th. It's still 1-0 Philadelphia. So, wow, the Cardinals GM. Monty Ozenfort? He's from Emporia, Kansas. Huh. That's cool. He was with the Titans. He was the director of player personnel. Was also with the Patriots scouting department. He was a Patriots scout from 2006 to 2010, and then was the assistant director of college scouting for 4 years? And then he was the director of college scouting for the Patriots for 5 years. That's crazy. Where's the cha-ching? It's right there. JJ slipping. Well, that's really cool that was the commencement speaker. I got a little bit distracted there. But yeah, you're right. Cha-ching. All right, we're going to the top of the 7th. That looks beautiful. Top of the 7th, and Max Kepler is up to bat. And he will take outside for a ball. This is Cade Smith pitching. Smith has a 3.06 ERA. Hasn't pitched against the Phillies at all during the series, and Kepler fouls this one away. He was looking for the ball, and then he looked up and he said, now I found it. It's a foul ball. Cade Smith is 26 years old. There's the 0-2. It's another foul ball. Cade did give up 4 earned runs against the Nationals. Not in his last outing, but in the outing before that. He's been very strong, though, with the Guardians other than that outing. 1-2 pitch. There's a ground ball, smoked over to shortstop. Nice sliding play on the hop, and the throw over to first is in time by Gabriel Arias. That was a very good defensive play, and he made it look so easy. He was playing up the middle, was able to just slide, make the stop, and spin, turn, and throw it over to first to get the out. And it's JT up to bat. And Real Muto will take a sweeper in there for strike 1. The pitch. The splitter's in there for strike 2. No, he's from Luverne, Minnesota. He told us about his time with the Patriots for Brady's Super Bowls. Huh. The pitch. That's in there for strike 2. The pitch. It's 1 ball, 2 strikes. One-two pitch, swing and a miss. There's out number 2. And then she was just spamming us. sure. Hold up. Was she spamming? One ball, no strikes. The pitch to Bohm. That's in there for a strike at 97. We got 282 people tuning on in. Make sure you guys hit the thumbs up button. Hit that subscribe button as well. It's still 1-0 Phils. 1-1 offering the Bohm, and he pokes this one out over to right field, and that's on the drop in for a single. It gets over to Jones on a couple of bounces. And so a 2-out single by Bohm puts him over at first. We slept to the 8th inning last night. Then the ump robbed us. Then got us fired up, JJ. Yup, that is correct. So Bohm leads off over at first. And Rojas in the box, and he fouls off the first pitch. Johan tonight has had a pair of strikeouts in each of his at-bats. The 0-1, he takes it at the knees for strike 2. Just one more to get his hat trick. Charge! Smith kicks, delivers, and a called strike 3 at the knees. There it is, 3 strikeouts tonight from Rojas. And it's time to stretch out of Progressive Field. We're going to the bottom of the 7th inning. It's 1-0 Philadelphia. All right. Trivia time, baby. I'm going to ask you a Phillies trivia question, and if you do get it right, you will hear this. If you get it wrong, you'll hear this. All right. Don't screw it up, JJ. Who hit the first grand slam in Phillies postseason history? Who hit the first grand slam in Phillies postseason history? Freddie Fingers. No. Who hit the first grand slam in Phillies postseason history? Shane Victorino is correct. That is correct. That is correct. Good job. Good job. That was great. The only other grand slam. Do you guys know who hit the only other grand slam? I was at that one. Incredible NLDS game against the Brewers. Yup. It was. Victorino did it. Was that a good trivia question? Anybody know who hit the second one? JT? Utley? Nope. Stop. That's correct. Bryson Stott. You guys remember his grand slam in the wild card series a couple of years ago against the Marlins? That was the other one. Yep. Nice job, folks. Nice job. That call was awesome. I was jumping out of my seat for that. Bryson Stott. Bryson Stott single-handedly destroyed the Marlins. Hardcore says that's a famous clip. Yep. Yeah. Eagle says a good question. Nice. I thought that was a good trivia question. I'm trying to put more thought into these now. David says, I remember his grand slam against the Marlins. That guy single-handedly destroyed the Marlins organization. They still have not recovered from that. They haven't recovered from it. And it all went downhill after that. We're in the bottom of the seventh. Zack Wheeler is pitching. Yes. Yes, Connor. And the pitch is in there for a strike. It was all over social media. But it was a very big swing, too. Like, in the moment, I remember it besides the social media. 0-1, swing and a miss. Oh, 2 pitch. There's a grounder. Hit over towards the right side. Stott has it. Throws it over to first. In time for the first out. Mark says, I'm surprised that this game is low scoring. Honestly, I'm not. I figured that this was going to be a pitching duel tonight. But I've been wrong. Every time I say that, I'm wrong. JJ, I think that was your first year doing YouTube. It was. That was my first year. That was 2023. You've been on since, like, what, the summer of 2023? 1-0 pitch. That's outside and low for ball 2. Bo Naylor's in the box. Hitting a $198. 2-0 pitch. That's in there for a strike. Wheeler's at 90 pitches. Here's the 2-1. That's flied out over towards straightaway left center field. Rojas is there to track it down, makes the catch, leaps into the wall, and there is out number 2. Nice play by Rojas. It was hit out the straightaway center, and then it just sort of... it was hit out the center, and then it just sliced on over towards the left center. And Rojas made a nice catch there. Hardcore says, yeah, time does fly. Does. Two outs, bottom of the 7th. And Arias is in the batter's box. It takes a pitch at 94. It's inside. 1-0 is the count. The pitch. There's a ground ball hit over to third base. Mazza throws it over to first. It's in time, and we're going to the top of the 8th. Zack Wheeler has been absolutely magnificent today. 7 shutout innings, and the Phillies have only gotten him 1 run. It's been magnificent. I missed the first series of 2023 versus the Yankees. Been here since. First series, they played the Rangers. They played the Rangers the first series. Yeah, that was the Rangers. I have like such a vivid memory. It's actually kind of wild. I do. I remember some bizarre things on here. That was the first Philly series that we did. The first game that I did on here was Sixers Warriors. That was the first game I did on here. But yeah, Phillies Rangers was the first series. That was awful. First game was terrible. Aaron Nola had like a 6-run lead or a 5-run lead or something, and the Phillies blew it and got their butts kicked. And Texas has been our kryptonite. We got swept by them, I remember. I thought that was the second series, then I missed the first series. First series was the Rangers. I'm pretty sure. Now I gotta look it up. I'll just go back to my oldest videos. We lost 5 of the first 6. I think you're right. Yes, you are right. Because okay. I do remember. We did not, we played so bad in that April. It was the Rangers, I was correct. Played the Rangers first, and then it was the Yankees. Yep. Then it was the Yankees. We got smoked in one of those games against the Yankees. We got lit up. Here's the pitch to Bryson Stott, and it's in there for a strike. This is Tim Herron pitching. One nothing Phils. There's the 0-1. It's down and away for a ball. Stott's in the box, batting on the left side, of course. There's the 1-1 from Herron. They tried to appeal if he went around. He did not. It's 2 balls, 1 strike. I remember when Larry was first on here. 2-1 pitch. There's a swing and a miss. It's funny seeing Larry here now and seeing Larry here back then, you know? It's cool. The 2-2 pitch. That's down for ball 3. Three-two pitch. Good eye by Stott. Chris was also one of the early ones. Damn, how do you guys remember that? I can't even remember the last 2 weeks' game. I have a good memory. I do. I do have a good memory when it comes to sports, for the most part. I mean, there's certain things that I do forget. Turner's on the ground, this one, foul. I'll never forget that one game that Trey had against the Diamondbacks where they were down to their final out, and Turner hit like a game-tying home run, and we were all so shocked that he did that. Mike was always here too, for sure. The pitch is outside for a ball to throw to second base, and Stott dives in there safely. So he's in scoring position. Yes, for sure. All right, 1 ball, 1 strike. 2 subs away from 5,700. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Nice. It's the 8th inning. It's wake-up time. 1-1 pitch. Foul ball. It is time to wake up. George! 1-2 is the count to Bryson Stott. Nobody out. Stott at second. And the 1-2 pitch. And that's on the outside corner for a called third strike. And Turner looked frustrated there. It's a little bit outside. I was sitting through those games versus the Yankees following a New York YouTuber. I was so glad to find a Phillies guy. And you've been hooked ever since. Here's Bryce, and he slices this one out over to left field. It's a foul ball, though. Just bounced foul. Was somebody warming up in the bullpen? I missed that. This umpire's scoreboard's going to be atrocious in this game. Is somebody really warming up in the bullpen? I missed that. Let's get run support. There's a curveball that Harper takes in the dirt. And the count is 1-1. I remember when JJ was a Patriots fan. Yep. Yep. That's old JJ. 1-1 pitch. Wide for ball 2. That's how you know that you've been on here for a while. If you know that, then yeah, you've known you've been following me since the beginning. 2 balls, 1 strike. And the pitch to Harper, swing and a miss. They're taking Wheeler out. Did they show that they have somebody warming up in the bullpen? Pitch to Harper, and there's a fly ball hit out over towards left field. Kwan backs up, makes the catch. Nice play by Stephen Kwan. And heading back to second is Stott. That thing sort of took him by surprise, and he had to twist and turn and back up and go from side to side, and he caught it. And here's Kyle Schwarber up at the plate. Pitch is inside for a ball. From the beginning. Yes, Steven's also been here from the beginning as well. That's right. Oh, I wasn't asking you, John. I was asking Scott. One-oh pitch. That's high for ball 2. A lost identity. What's up? What's going on? Two balls, no strikes. And the pitch to Schwarber. That was inside. What are we doing? Oh my gosh. Jeez. 2 balls, 1 strike. Stott's still over at second. And the pitch to Schwarber, another high fly ball hit out to right center field. And that is gone! Number 2 by Kyle Schwarber, and he flexes his arms as he's Superman. Kyle Schwarber does it again. Climb on my back. I got room for ya. It's not even June. It's not even June. It's not even June. And we have a pitching change already in the top of the 8th inning. Let's go. That guy is a man. Schwarber's the best player on this damn team, and he doesn't even play defense, says MPP. It's crazy. Schwarber today. Schwarber and Wheeler. Schwarber and Wheeler. Somebody better cut that call, because that call was awesome. He's Superman. That's a pretty epic call. I like that. I think that was actually one of my favorite home run calls, to be honest. Here we are, the 8th inning. Good call, JJ. Thank you. I think that was one of my favorite ones, honestly. Just imagine what the Phillies team would be without the DH. Remember old school National League rules? Well, Bryce Harper wouldn't have had as good of a career here. The pitch. And there's a fly ball hit out over towards right field, and Festa throws one pitch, and Castellanos flies out. We're going to the bottom of the 8th inning. Nolan Jones, Angel Martinez, and Stephen Kwan are coming up to the plate. Larry says, okay, Professor and Marianne. All right, I will be right back. Don't go anywhere. See you very, very soon. All right, bottom of the 8th. Scott, you're the best. Thanks for cutting that. I appreciate you. I really want. I'm gonna post that call as soon as this game is done. What's up, Maria? Maria, Maria. She reminds me of a West Side Story. Through the sounds of a guitar, baby. Played by Carlos Santana. Phillies are playing Carlos Santana. That's kind of funny. That's kind of funny. A different Carlos Santana, of course. Shout out to that Carlos Santana. Great. I think he's one of the best guitarists ever, but that's me. Alvarado's going to pitch the bottom of the 8th inning here. And here's the first pitch, a tie for a ball. One 0 pitch. That's high for ball 2. Two balls, no strikes. Alvarado facing Wilson here. This is Will Wilson. 2-0 pitch, and that's fouled back towards the screen. That's cool. On the Phillies hat, it says Happy Mother's Day, I love Mom with a heart on Alvarado's hats. That's awesome. Here's the pitch. There's a pop-up hit out over towards the first base side, and out of play it goes. That's so sweet. And he has a little heart next to it. And Angel Martinez as well. Alvarado's so thoughtful. Yeah. How they got that designed on his hat, that's really cool. Was that marker? I can't even tell. I don't think it's embroidered. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. There's a strikeout for Alvarado. Get some strikeouts from Mama. There's one cup of coffee. Give him a cup of coffee in the chat, folks. One out. And Martinez is up. And the pitch is high for a ball. Martinez hitting on the right side. Give him a cup of coffee for that strikeout because this man loves coffee. Pitch is high for a ball. No, that has to be a marker. 2 balls, no strikes. Alvarado kicks and delivers, and it's high for ball 3. John says regular or decaf? The pitch, and that's in there for a strike. I feel like only you would ask that question. Ugh. 3-1 pitch. That's in there for strike 2. I think you found that release point now. Larry was right. It's funny. You don't even have to see it, and yet you could probably you could infer that, and you were right. His release point was very high. There it is. Chris got it. 3-2 pitch. High bouncer. Hit over to shortstop. Trey Turner has it. Throws it on the run over to first. Got him. And there's 2 away. 2 gone in the bottom of the 8th. And Stephen Kwan is coming up. Okay. It's a big at-bat here. This is the matchup. This should be a good matchup. I'm drinking dark roast Travis. Larry says I could see it on pitch tracks. Yeah. The pitch. It's in there for a strike. Your Philly senses were tingling. Larry says I'll sleep when I'm dead. Here's the 0-1. There's a high fly ball hit out over towards deep right field. Castellanos is there in front of the warning track, makes the grab, and there's out number 3. A 1-2-3 inning for Jose Alvarado. And we're going to the top of the 9th. 3-0 Phils. And I will be right back. Great. Who do we think is coming out for the 9th inning? Matt Strom. Matt Strom's going to pitch the bottom of the 9th. Personally, I would have went Strom first, but Strom's going to pitch the bottom of the 9th. I think we need another run here, though. Kerkering? No. If Orion comes in, hold your breath. 2 more subs so we get to 5,700, man. Come on. The Bat to School instant coffee. Cavaliers are getting absolutely destroyed. Yeah, I see that. 80-39. Nah, it's pretty close. Love that. What was Rojas pouring on him? That was cool. One more, baby. One more. There we go. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Appreciate y'all. Here we go. Max Kepler is up. He's facing Emmanuel Clase. It's not a save situation, but Clase hasn't pitched in a couple of days. So the pitch is fouled off. I got him on the Pacers tonight. 1 ball, 1 strike. And the pitch to Kepler. It's inside for ball 2. 57 on. Thank you. 300 more till we get to 6,000. That's going to be great. I can't wait for 6,000. It's all thanks to you guys, man. 2-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. Bohemian? I kind of like that. That's kind of cool. The pitch to Max. That's a foul ball. That goes out of play. Schwarber is batting .306 against left-handed pitching this year. has 6 homers and 11 RBI. Class A kicks and deals, and this is going to be grounded over towards third base. Ramirez goes over towards his left, scoops it up, throws it over to first, and there's 1 out. Embrace the struggles. Thank you so much. Thanks so much. Did you sub? JJ still has never had a corn dog. Nope. Still haven't. I don't think I'm missing out on it, to be honest with you. If Larry says I'm not missing out on it, then I trust him. The pitch is taken down for a ball. Schwarber's now 2 homers away from 300. The pitch to JT. It's outside for ball 2. The people's commentator. That's so sweet. Two-oh pitch. It's down and in for ball 3. So Class A has a 5.51 ERA. It's not so good. He's been a little bit shaky over his last couple of outings. 3-0 pitch. It's in there for a strike. That's like saying I don't deep ones. That's funny. That's such a Statler comment. 3 balls, 1 strike, and the pitch. It's in there. It's a swing and a miss for strike 2. Oh, they're still running Class A out there? He's been a disaster. Yeah. Oh, he has to pitch sometime. He hasn't pitched at all in this series. He says I don't do blondes either since I got married. That's good. I'm happy about that. The next pitch, it's outside for ball 4. Oh, my gosh. You people crack me up. There's Bohm, and he fouls it back over towards the screen. Is Francona still managing them, or is it Vogt? Vogt. Francona's on he's on Cincinnati. The pitch to Alex, swing and a miss. Got a slider that he chased on after. Bohm today 2 for 2. It's been a quiet 2 for 2 for Alec. Oh, 2 pitch. It's inside for a ball. Actually, I only ever dated brunettes. I only ever dated brunettes. They have more fun, says Larry. 1-2 pitch to Bohm, swing and a miss. That was a big swing there. Tried to hack at it, and it was in the dirt. There's 2 gone. Can we finally get a shutout? Well, we got a shutout earlier this week. We did. We shut out the Rays. Here's the pitch to Rojas. That's it. It's going to bounce in the dirt for a ball. Charge! 1 ball, no strikes to Rojas. And the pitch, 88-mile-per-hour slider that swung on and missed from Emmanuel Class A. He's 27 years old. He had a .61 ERA last year. He also had 47 saves and only blew 3. Next pitch on the way. It's a foul ball. One-two pitch, and that's smacked over towards right field. And on the run to make the grab is the right fielder Nolan Jones. That thing was scorched. And Jones tracked it towards his left, made the running catch. And we're going to the bottom of the 9th. 2, 3, and 4 due up in the order for Cleveland. Can the Phillies hang on? Can they hang on? Let's go. Come on. Come on, Phillies. Let's go. How many pitches did Walker have? You mean Zack Wheeler? Less than 100. He had 93. Romano's going to pitch. Oh, boy. Romano? In this spot? Why not Strom? Oh boy. Chat, how do we feel? Alright, we gotta lock in. We've gotta lock in. Getting Schneemann out here would be really huge. I don't want Jose Ramirez coming up with a runner on base. That scares me a little bit. Schneemann made the catch. You're right. Schneemann moved from second to right, and Wilson is now playing over at second. Thanks for getting me there. I appreciate it. They didn't even show that they didn't even show it. But you're right. On ESPN, they said that Schneemann is now the right fielder. So good job by you. No Romano. Yeah, I don't know. I'm a little scared now. Just as I've only had one ad the entire time, knock on wood. Don't jinx yourself. It's a good idea. Romano is going to pitch. It's a good idea. A 9.45 ERA in 13 1/3 of an inning. Three nothing Phils. Schneemann is up, and the first pitch is in there for a strike. The ball is one strike, and here's the pitch. It's on the outside corner for strike 2. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Rob living dangerously, says John. 0-2 pitch. Here it is. Swing and a miss. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night to Daniel Schneemann. Don't forget, we got a post-game show after the 610-314-0844 is the phone number. And now it's Jose Ramirez up. Ramirez batting on the left side. He's 1 for 3 tonight. And the first pitch he takes down low, but it's called a strike. And Ramirez smiles. Wow. He owed that to us. 0-1 pitch, and that's in there for a strike on the outside corner. No balls, 2 strikes. Romano gets set above the belt. And the 0-2 to Ramirez bounces in the dirt for ball 1. Don't forget to like and don't forget to subscribe. We got a post-game show after this. 1-2 pitch to Ramirez. He pops it up. It's hit out over towards the right side. Second baseman Stott has it, makes the grab, and there's 2 away. Okay. 2 outs, and it's all up to Carlos Santana. First pitch to Santana. It's inside for ball 1. One-zero pitch inside for ball 2. Two balls, no strikes. And the next pitch is a slider that catches the outer third of the dish. 3-0 Phillies. And the next pitch on the way, swing and a miss. And Cleveland down to its final strike of the series. Two balls, 2 strikes. And here's the next pitch. It's in the dirt for ball 3. Carlos today 0 for 2. Grounded into a 4-6-3 double play. Did get on with a walk, though. 3-2 pitch. It's just outside. It's on the outside corner for a called strike 3. And that's the game. Wow. TV froze. Sorry about that. But the Phillies, they win by a final score of 3-0. And they take the series and they shut out the Guardians. Ring the bell. The Philadelphia Phillies win. Let's go. Sorry that the TV froze. And it was outside. But the ump called to the strike. Let's go. Great. You know, Ryan's right. Ryan's right. I said coming on into the series that this was a quiz. This was a quiz for the Phillies, and they passed this quiz. They did. They absolutely passed this quiz, and they are playing very good baseball, and I'm very happy. I'm very happy for this team. I can't say that I'm proud of them yet, but I'm very happy with how things are going right now. I'll tell you, the 2 people I'm proud of today, Schwarber and Wheeler. Those are my MVPs for tonight. They were ridiculous. They were ridiculous. Credit to Jordan Romano, too, man. Romano comes on in for the 9th inning, and he pitches really well. I would have never done that move. I would have put in Matt Strahm, but to Jordan Romano's credit, he did great. Phillies have won 5 series in a row for the first time in 2 seasons. They're playing really well. And this Cleveland team, you can look on paper and you can say, well, I don't know how they're this good because, you know, they're last in they're like second to last in offense and they're third to last in pitching. This team is a very pesty team, and they show a lot of fight. They play a lot of small ball. They grind. They also hit home runs. They are, I mean, Jose Ramirez and Steven Kwan are there. You're a pretty good team. You have a pretty good team. So I don't just take this win lightly. I thought that Zack Wheeler pitched like he was a Cy Young again tonight and just continues to shine, continues to pitch really, really well. And I could not be any happier with what I saw tonight from Zack Wheeler on the mound. I wanted him to go to distance. I wanted him to go out there for the 8th inning. I wanted a Ranger to go back out there in last night's game until we ended up getting that 6-run 8th inning. But I thought he deserved it. I thought he should have still pitched. This pitching staff is awesome. The one thing that I learned from this series, and maybe it wasn't something that I learned, but this starting pitching staff, can we call them the best starting pitching staff in baseball? Is it safe to say that? Do the Phillies have the best starting pitching staff in all of Major League Baseball? Because I think that they do. I look down the rotation and I see Wheeler, Nola, Sanchez, Luzardo, and Walker. That's a pretty darn good rotation. And Aaron Nola right now is your 5. And that's not even necessarily a shot at him. I can't remember a rotation like where I felt so comfortable with all of them out there. Like any of these guys, except for Walker, can go 6 innings at least. I trust them. I really do have a lot of faith in this starting rotation. They are fun to watch. A lot of backspin tonight from Zack Wheeler on some ridiculous pitches. And he was locked in. Locked in from the get-go. The scary part is that the offense, when you look at Trey Turner today and you look at Bryce Harper is cold. Scary part is once he heats up, you know, that could be scary. Kyle Schwarber's hot. Trey Turner, even though he didn't hit today, he still is red hot. This team has it grooving now. There's something cooking. This is snowballing into something. After that Mets series, something did not sit well in their mouth. And I'm happy that they took this approach. Because it's unacceptable that you got swept by the New York Mets. And I didn't want to buy in. But you take 2 out of 3 against the Cubs, even though that was an ugly series. You're not just hitting bloop singles anymore. You're hitting home runs. You're playing small ball. And your pitching staff is phenomenal. Do they have the best starting pitchers in baseball is my question. Wheeler's was the MVP. Yeah. Not yet. No. Who would you say is the better rotation? Who would you say is the best starting pitching rotation? I can't think of one. I really can't. Phillies is the best put out there, no doubt. I absolutely trust the pitchers. I don't trust the offense not to go cold for stretches. With you there. This starter rotation is great. This starter rotation is nice. If you guys want to hop on the phones, call in 610-314-0844 is the phone number. If you guys want to call on in, you're more than welcome to. I don't know. I don't really have too much to say, but I'm very happy with how this team is playing. Okay, I'm not going to sell myself here, but I'm also going to recognize, guess what? They're playing really good baseball. They are. They went into Cleveland, and they took 2 out of 3. They're playing better baseball. It's 162 games. Nothing is ever perfect. Nothing is ever perfect. But, again, they're rising up, and they're playing very, very well. Kyle Schwarber and Zack Wheeler were phenomenal today. It's crazy. They better sign Kyle Schwarber. Extend that man. I still have my doubts. I still have things that I would like to see them clean up. But they're doing their job. They are doing their job. They finished the road trip 5-1. I'm looking at the schedule right now for the Phillies. I'm looking at this schedule. They play the Cardinals, the Pirates, the Rockies, the A's, the Braves, and the Brewers. This schedule looks like it's pretty much in favor of this team. And now, they can't play down to their opponent. That's something that they can't do. They need to lock in. They need to lock in. So, yeah. Sanchez versus Liberatore tomorrow. Liberatore pitched his butt off against us the last time. We need redemption against that guy. I want us to go out there, and I want us to dominate against him tomorrow at the bank. I think that would be awesome. I'm very happy with how things have turned for this team. Just continue to play good baseball and continue to take these series. If they could go in their next 9 games against St. Louis, Pittsburgh, and the Rockies, in their next 10 games, they can go 8-2. It's very good. They have to go at least 7-3. 7-3 is what is the minimum of what I want. All right, I'm done. I'm just gonna wrap it up for me. Love you all. I will catch you all on the next one. See you tomorrow. We'll bring back the phones tomorrow. All right? Bye.